Hello and welcome to the Maker's Gonna Learn YouTube channel. My name is Becca Oakes and I am the creative producer here with Maker's Gonna Learn. Today we are going to be talking about cutting vinyl without a mat. We are using the Explore 3, which is Cricut's newest machine in the Explore line. It is a beautiful machine, as you can tell. We have quite a few videos about the Explore and the Maker 3, so definitely check those out if you have other questions. But this video is specifically about cutting without a mat. So we will be using Cricut's Smart Vinyl today, and I'll talk a little bit about the different options available in that for you in just a moment. Before I do that, I want to invite you to click the link down below and try out our $1 membership. It is a trial for 30 days and gives you access. You get to download and keep forever 20 cut files and or fonts that you choose, and get a little bit of an idea of what Maker's Gonna Learn is about by browsing through the website and seeing the different projects, videos, tutorials, and collections that are available to you as a member of Maker's Gonna Learn. So click that link, try it out, and join the greatest crafting community, Maker's Gonna Learn. For today's matless demonstration, we are going to be using the Cricut Smart Vinyl. This is a smart product that they made specifically for this line of machines. In addition to the vinyl, they also made iron-on or heat transfer vinyl and a Cricut Smart Paper sticker cardstock. So all of those are designed for matless cutting. They do come in a variety of different colors, and the vinyls come in 12-inch widths by 3 feet up to 75 feet. So there are lots of different options for your crafting needs. Over in Design Space, you can see we have our Maker's Gonna Learn logo, and I just want to cut this as big as possible. So with the smart products, especially the vinyls, you are limited to 11.7-inch width cuts. So what I want to do is select this logo, come up to the top, and I want to resize, so it's actually my height, the way that it's going to be oriented on this vinyl, to 11.7 inches. And when I do that, you can see I'm going to also have a 26, almost by a quarter inch cut. So this is going to be a fun graphic to cut out and really be able to utilize the extra length that we now can cut from with this smart product. Now, we already have our Explore 3 selected here as our machine. If, for instance, we had just the regular Maker or the Air 2 or something like that as a previously selected machine, you can see that with the size dimensions here, we get the warning that we cannot cut that size with this machine. It's not supported. So if you're getting that error, then you probably have the wrong machine selected. Just come up to the top, select the correct one, and then now we can click Make It. So you can see over here on the left, it wants you to have material size 13 by 28 inches. So make sure that if you're at the end of a roll or something like that, that you have at least the amount on your roll that Cricut is designating over here on the left side. Now, I am just using regular vinyl, so I don't need to mirror this image, so I can go ahead and press continue. We will connect to our Explore 3, and then we will select the material setting. We'll be selecting the Smart Vinyl Permanent Material setting, and we are ready to go ahead and load our material in the Explore 3. So we'll go ahead and place our vinyl right under these feeders, right up to the rollers, and then we are ready to press our load button. So it has measured the length of our material to make sure that there's enough of the vinyl in order to cut that full length. Once it measures the length of that vinyl, our flashing play button or start button starts to illuminate and flash, and so we can go ahead and press that once you see that it's flashing. Now that it is finished cutting, we can go ahead and click the unload button. And then what I want to do is just take my scissors and go ahead and cut off my cut vinyl from the rest of the roll. I'll tape this up and put it aside for future use. And the cutout process was sped up in this video, I know, but if it hadn't been, you would have seen that it cuts out 2 times faster than if I were using a mat. So that is one advantage to matless cutting. It is a very quick process. So that is amazing. One thing that we immediately thought about here at Maker's Gonna Learn when we found out that Cricut was going to do some matless cutting options was, how in the world are we going to weed our vinyl? Because we love to weed on the mat. It acts as a third hand, and so it makes it incredibly easy to do that. So one thing that I came up with and we talked about here at Maker's Gonna Learn was just to go ahead and tape down your vinyl to your table. But what I want to do first is kind of weed off a piece so that I can tape down an area that's not going to be weeded. So the first thing that I want to do is just grab my squeegee here and burnish to make the weeding process easier. And this is the very first time that I have used this vinyl, so I'm going to give you my honest feedback about how well it cuts and how it compares to the smart vinyl that they came out with, the Joy. Now, if you had a Joy, then you know that the vinyl that they created for the Joy when it first came out was very difficult to weed. It was very difficult to transfer and use. So I'm hoping that they've come out with some new technology for this and that this is easier to use. I'm just gonna peel this back and lay it down a little bit. Grab a little bit of tape here and tape this down so it doesn't move around a whole lot on me. Just like that. And then I can weed off my extra here. Just like this. This does appear to be weeding a whole lot easier than the Joy when it first came out. So that is great news. Now that I have all of that extra removed, I can go ahead and tape down the other corners of my project so that it is so much easier to weed, and then weed off the excess. All right, we are finished with our first matless cutting project. I hope that you enjoyed this and you see how easy it is to use the smart vinyl that Cricut has created for the new Explore 3 and Maker 3 series. If you have any questions, make sure you leave those below. We would love to answer those for you. And remember to click the link below so that you can take advantage of our $1 trial membership offer. Also, before I go, I want to mention we do have so many other videos about the Explore 3 and the Maker 3 comparisons, our first impressions, setup, etc., etc. So click the link for those videos and enjoy some awesome other education on these videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you here another day for another video.